Hey guys. So I'm going to get this party started just because we've got a lot to cover and I really want to make sure that we get to the case study today because I think it's really, really important. So as you guys know, this is our motto mantra, which is I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered into this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by my shepherd. I am a lion and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep. So let me see here. I do need, here we go. Okay. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the Commit to Health promotion, which is amazing. You know, we've had it before. We're going to do it again. We're going to take advantage of it to help a lot of people. Yes. And I need somebody to please help me promote. Let me see here. Tim, you get it for me? Thank you. So what we're going to talk about the Commit to Health. Then we're going to talk about Spring into Shape challenge that we're doing inside of Mission Possible. And then the summer event in Atlanta, and then how to respond in groups. Okay. So for those of you that do not remember, the Commit to Health is a special promotion where you get extra savings in addition to the already amazing premier discounts, right? So let me take us off of mute. Or take yourself off of mute. What are the benefits of somebody enrolling in the Premier program in the first month? What do they get?
$115 off. They get free shipping. They also get 10% of their order back towards the next order. It's a win-win-win.
So let's think about this. $115 off. You know, there's different values for different packages, but the average is about $115 off. That is about 5 boxes worth, which is about a week's worth, right? $115 off. Shipping. Has anyone here ever tried to order a box of brownies to see how much shipping is? I usually tell people shipping is, about a $25 savings. Okay. So 115 plus 25, can somebody please do the math for me? Right. And then a 10% credit towards next month. So let's say it's a $35 credit because remember the books don't count towards the credit, towards the 10% credit, right? So we've got 115 plus 25 plus
140.
35 for next month.
175.
So this is always, you guys, always. This is the Optavia Premier program. Always. Shall I say it again? Always. Okay. So when people get started, if you want to promote it as up to $175 off, can you do that? Yes. Any day of the year for somebody that's getting started or somebody that's getting reactivated, right? Now, on top of those discounts, on top of you guys, okay, this is amazing. They are offering an additional, depending on the package, notice there's different packages, but most of them, look at this, $75 discount. The only one that's $60 discount is for the ones for people that are probably on the medication, the medical weight loss, that their package is a little different, okay? But bottom line is they're getting an extra $75 off this month and 30% off next month. So let's think about it. If 10% is about $35, what is 30%?
105.
That's for next month. So instead of having just a $35 discount, they're getting a $100 discount for next month. Is that amazing or is that amazing? Now, I don't know how many of you guys were on the vitamin C from last week, but I did a breakdown of how much people are spending on food based on the January USDA, averages. And I'm actually going to post those images into Coaches on a Mission just in case you missed it. Because without the extra discounts, this is already a pretty amazing. I mean, we're already offering people an amazing deal in comparison to what they are already getting in their grocery store. I just went to the grocery store. I spent like $200, you guys, and I didn't even get that much food. Okay. So people are already spending money on food. They're already spending a lot of money on food. So we want to help them get healthy and we want to help them save money, help them get on the program. That's it. That's it. Now, with this commit to health, in addition to the $170 or so they normally would get of discounts, they're getting an extra $75. So could you promote this as over $200 in savings? Okay. So I want you guys to understand that even when you offer like a 25, if you offer a $10 scholarship, a $15 scholarship for somebody that's just getting started, you're not just offering them a $15 scholarship, you're offering them the 115 plus 15. So they're getting $130 off right now, plus the free shipping, plus you see what I'm saying? So make sure that you leverage that truth in whenever whatever promotions you do. So just so you understand, in the first month, an extra $75 off, and in the second month, 30% off. Okay. So, how do you promote this? Do you go onto your wall and you blast, we have a $75 discount? Is that what we do? No, because people have their sales resistant goggles on. And anytime that it feels like somebody's trying to sell them something, they shut down. Okay. So continue doing what you're doing. I mean, you could, it's not wrong for you to post it maybe in your stories or whatever that you've got special promotions, but continue doing what you're doing and pick up the phone to let people know. Okay. Which takes us to the next part of our meeting. Okay. Which is that we are kicking off next Monday, the Spring into Shape Challenge. It's a 21-day reboot. It begins on the 11th, and I am looking for pictures of people that are looking like that, that are pointing. Okay. So that we can have, because Tim brought up a great point. He's like, why don't we be on there? I'm like, because I need pictures. So I need pictures. So I thought that was a brilliant idea, but I need pictures like today. Okay. So if anybody can please take a picture of yourself pointing, because I'm going to put them here. So we want men and women. Okay. So anyways, we're going to be kicking that off next Monday. What does that mean? Okay. When they register, which has the registration link is right there, I have pinned it to the top of Mission Possible. This challenge is only exclusively for Mission Possible clients, period. This is not a Microshift Masters thing. This is just for our clients. Now, what is the secret to success, you guys? I'm going to stop sharing. What is the secret to success in this program?
Get and stay plugged in.
Yay! Yes, you're going to get and stay plugged in. So guess what? The secret to success is to get and stay plugged in. When they register, they will be receiving this log. And on this log, they're going to try to build a streak. There's something magical about streaks, you guys. Okay. Now we know Dr. A has said it doesn't take just 21 days to build a habit, but guess what? A 21-day streak gets momentum going. Okay. So what are the 4 tools that we want to get and stay plugged into? We've got a coach. You get 1 point every week for connecting with your coach. Meal plan, whatever meal plan this person is on, because they're just rebooting to whatever goal there might be, right? They can get a point every single day. Community, they share an update into Mission Possible or comment on a post, and they can get a point every single day. Okay. Now, there will be a prompt every single day for people to engage with. So if they respond to that, boom, they can give themselves a point. Okay. Habits of Health, 5 minutes in the life book or Habits of Health book, or listen to a Habits of Health podcast daily. They can get a point every single day. So what are we trying to do? We're helping people get and stay plugged in. Now they can get bonus points, 1 point weekly, for posting an update on their journey on their wall to celebrate either a scale or non-scale victory. And they can earn a point for vitamin C. Okay. Now, once a week, we're going to be having people take a picture of their tracker and post it into Mission Possible. So I'm going to invite you guys as coaches to print this up, keep track, so that when that post comes up that says post a picture of your tracker, that we're posting it, so that, because people do what people do. Okay. So this challenge is all about committing to your goals, track your progress, get accountability, and crush goals. That's what it's all about. This exact image is pinned to the top of Mission Possible right now. So this is perfect timing for the Commit to Health with our challenge kicking off next Monday. Can you guys see that? How that's like perfectly in sync? Okay. So what will you do? Because there's a couple of things going on, I wanted to highlight in terms of priorities. What will you do? Okay. So priority number one is make sure that your clients know about this. Does anybody here have any clients that ever struggle? Anybody or just me? Okay. So if you have clients that have been struggling, it has been amazing every time we do a fat burn challenge how people get engaged. Okay. This is essentially the fat burn challenge plus a week. Okay. So you want to let your existing clients know about this. You want to let your existing clients know that there is a special promotion going on this month that they want to invite their friends to. If they have friends that have been asking them what they're doing, tell them this month people can save up to $200. Okay. And if you so wish, you can offer your clients a bonus referral credit if you want to. That's entirely up to you. Okay. But your priority number one is number one to invite your clients to the challenge, teach your clients to refer. And I also want to point out vitamin C this next Sunday is going to be a program presentation. Okay. So if you have clients rocking the program, we do want them to share because we're going to have the testimonial part. And then we're going to explain the program and the challenge. Pretty much. That's what the vitamin C's are going to be all about. So we want to make sure that our clients know about the challenge and that if anybody has ever asked them what they're doing, that they should simply invite people to join on Sunday night. Okay. Does that sound complicated? Simple enough? Okay. So that's priority number one. We want to make sure our clients know and that they know to invite people to vitamin C and how to refer. They need to know how to refer. Remember, we're not asking them to refer, we're teaching them how to refer. So when we'll say something like, so whoever's asked you what you're doing, you want to reach out to them and say, hey, you know how you were asking me about what I'm doing? Well, this Sunday night, they're going to be explaining what it's all about. And if you, by the way, just as a side note, message me if you have a client that's rocking it so that we can make them one of our panelists. And that way, that person can say, by the way, I'm going to be sharing my story that night. Would love to have you come out and support me. Okay. So you want to teach them how to invite people to join. Okay. And then you can also mention if it's somebody that has been interested that you have connected with, you can say there's a really special, amazing discount that's going on right now. If your friends do want to join us for next week, we would want to get them started this week so they can start with us next week. Right. So make sure that you're teaching them how to refer and not just asking them to refer. Okay. Now, in addition to your existing clients, what you want to do is you want to create a list of your inactive clients that qualify for discounts. So inactive clients are clients that have not placed an order in over 160 days. Okay. So I'm not going to go into right now how to create that list. There's different tutorials inside of Coaches on a Mission, and we might do another one this week, but you want to create a list of your inactive clients that qualify for the discounts, and you want to send out an email. Stay tuned. I'm going to be posting the email I'm going to be sending out tomorrow. Okay. And so if you guys want to copy, make it your own and send that, you're welcome to. Okay. But you want to email the inactive clients to let them know. Do we want to stop there? Nope. We want to actually connect with them. Okay. So there's two groups of people. There might be some people that have placed an order within the last 6 months, right? But are not doing the program now. Maybe they placed an order 4 months ago. They don't qualify for the discount. So we don't need to be telling them you don't qualify, right? We just need to be telling them, guess what? We're doing a reboot. You want to join us? Right? Those people, we need to invite them to join us for the challenge. So you want to make sure that you have a list of the people that have placed an order within the last 6 months, but maybe are not active, and then people that are over 6 months. I would start with calling the people that placed an order within the last 6 months because they're still a little bit warm. Okay. Now, these people won't qualify for the discount, but if they get re-engaged, is that good for everybody? Is that good for them? Is that good for you? Yeah. Okay. So start with the people that have placed an order within the last 6 months, then move on to the people that placed an order over 6 months ago. And that's where you literally pick up the phone and you let them know, "Hey, we're doing this thing. Would love to have you join us." I don't know if you know this, we have this amazing promotion. So you're pretty much going to talk to them, find out how they're doing, right? And let them know what's going on and invite them. Okay? So in order of priority, clients first, most recent clients, inactive clients. Why are we doing it in that order of priority? Because our challenge starts on Monday. We want to pick the low-hanging fruit first, right? And the discount will be through the end of at least March. I think it goes through the end of April if I'm not wrong, but it's going to go at least through the end of March. And guess what? If somebody wants to join our challenge on day 13 of our challenge, can they do that? Yes. Yes. Please keep letting people know. It goes through till April 12th. Thank you, Susan. The promotion goes through April 12th. Okay. So because we have the rest of the month to let people know about the promotion, if you send out an email to kind of just whet their appetite and then you follow it up with a phone call, okay? Does that help in terms of the priority of where to spend your time? Okay. So that's what I would do this next week in terms of focusing your time to help the most number of people. Okay. Now, I did want to point out to you guys as well as we shift gears a little bit about vitamin C next week being a program presentation. We are actually going to be using, if people go on to this link right here, it's actually the recording of Jamil Frazier and Dan Bell on the first of the year. The first call of the year was phenomenal. Dan Bell like totally woke me up again, and I will be listening to it again. Okay. So with people, we're wanting to get people in the habit of feeding their mind throughout the week, right? This is what they're going to be feeding their mind. They're going to be listening to Become the Dominant Force in Your Life, which is it's a trilogy presentation pretty much featuring Jamil Frazier and Dan Bell. Okay. And that's going to be for your clients. And then when it comes to tomorrow, usually Dr. A does the Conscious Leadership series, the first Tuesday of every month. I haven't seen any information come up on that yet. Have you seen it, Heather?
I think I saw something. It's supposed to be tomorrow, the 5th.
Yeah, it usually is on Tuesdays. I had not seen it, which is why I didn't post anything yet. But I figured that that would be something else that we can also connect our clients to, right? So what I'm going to be doing moving forward is I'm going to make the second Sunday of every month a program presentation kind of vitamin C, because it will follow the conscious leadership, so that that week the food for the mind will be some trilogy presentation plus the conscious leadership. Do you see how we're continuing to feed? Okay. We want to keep the consistency going. We don't want to break that consistency. It's not a element per se, but it's still becoming the dominant force, which is the essence of the book, right? So I did pin that to the top of Mission Possible as well, so that you guys have access to this. Okay. Now, as far as the summer event, we've been talking about that because this year, the summer event, which we've always called convention, is different than it has been over the last 13 years. April 1st will be my 13-year anniversary. This will be my 13th convention. And this is the first time that I've seen it this way. So I honestly don't know what it's going to be like because it's new, right? But what they're doing is they're making it a qualification event, which means it's not open to everybody. It's just open to those that qualify. It's a leadership event. Okay. And so you either have to be an executive director for 3 of 6 months and earn the client support bonus plus at least once during that period, or earn the client support bonus at least 3 times and maintain a minimum of 2000 FQV for 3 of the 6 months. Okay. So even though it's a leadership event and qualification event, the truth of the matter is anybody can qualify if you so wish. Okay. So for those of you that have been to an event, type into the chat why you recommend attending, why you will be attending. Okay. Because anybody can qualify. But if you want to qualify, I invite you to schedule a strategy session this week, because April, May, June, these next 3 months, you have to get 3 out of 6 months of the qualification period. So you've got to hit these next 3 months if you want to qualify. And so if that's something you want to do, I invite you to schedule your strategy session this week. Don't wait till the middle of the month, okay? Because if you start moving towards your goal in the beginning of the month, it increases your chances of hitting it, right? And so that would be, I just want to make sure everybody knows about the qualification event for the summer event. We've been talking about this, you know, how we need your voice inside of Mission Possible. We still need your voice. So as you guys listen to either the Conscious Leadership or the Dan Bell, Jamil Frazier call or whatever, please share what it is that you are taking away. Now, these are just people that have volunteered and said, hey, I'll take responsibility for this day. But this is not just these people's group. Mission Possible belongs to every single one of us. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there are people that coach outside of Optavia, and they have to create a group of their own by themselves, put all the content out by themselves. How awesome is it that we get to share the load? I mean, I just love that community that it's not all up to me, right? And so if we all put our voices in, it becomes so much more vibrant and our clients get so much more. I can say the same thing till I'm blue in the face, and the minute Christy says it, someone's going to get it, right? Or vice versa. Or, you know, Tim can say something till he's blue in the face, and then the minute Patricia says it, they're like, right? It's amazing how people just hear it differently when somebody else is saying it. And so that's the value we have of having this community and having so many voices in there. Okay. Now, I also wanted to remind you guys of Power Hour. It does happen every day, and you can access the recordings afterwards. There was an issue with the recordings in that if you have not refreshed your browser or cleared the history on your browser for a while, it might glitch out on you. Okay, so if you have any issues accessing the recording, just clear your history and refresh your browser, and that should resolve it. Did it resolve it for those of you that guys that had an issue? Yeah? Is it yes? I don't, Heather,
I haven't
Susan?
done mine yet,
You
Donnie.
haven't? Okay, okay. I know that I couldn't get it into it first, and then I refreshed it, and so it worked for me. So hopefully, if anybody has any issues, please let me know. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you guys about the power of groups. Okay. When you are in a group and you're engaging in the group and you learn how to share your story, people will come to you. And this past week, Susan had an experience. And so we're going to use her experience for all of us to learn from it. So Susan, okay, somebody posted this into a group. Any recommendations for holistic integrative naturopathy health program? They're asking for information. So you could respond and say, yeah, Optavia. You could do that. But what do people need more of? Do they need more information or do they need more transformation? They need more transformation. And Susan was masterful at her response. This is what she said. So Susan says, went through a holistic course 6 months and lots of money, graduated and spun my wheels for 9 months to get my business going, asking for referrals, presenting to doctors and such. It went nowhere. I felt defeated. Then I found my now mentor who had been coaching for 6 years and replaced her NP income, helping a lot of people. What has helped me most to have my own business is to have a community and mentor in my corner and a simple structured system, not necessarily having another certification. I've been coaching now for 7 years and helping others have their own successful business. I love I'm in business for myself, but never by myself. What do you guys notice about her response?
She just kind of shared her story, like what she experienced. She didn't say, hey, here I am, I've got it.
Yes, she shared her story. She shared her pain, which the person, they simply asked for program recommendations, and Susan read between the lines and shared her pain. Okay. So she didn't just go in and answer the question. And what I want to point out to you guys is this, is that our job as coaches is to help people understand the solutions they're looking for. When somebody says, I want to lose weight, your job is to find out what solution they're looking for. Are they just looking to lose weight? What are most people looking for in your experience?
More of something.
More of something. They're looking for more simplicity. They're looking for more results. They're looking for more time. They're looking for more accountability. So when we're talking about specifically weight, if somebody says, I want to lose weight, we can fall into the trap that they want to lose weight. But that's not really what they're looking for. They're looking for a solution to a problem. Their problem is, I don't know what to eat. I don't have time to plan and prepare. I deal with emotional eating. I need a solution to this psychological barriers. Okay. So what is the solution that they're looking for? Our job as coaches is to help them understand the solution they're looking for. And in the process of helping them understand, guess what? We're going to understand. Okay. So even though you want to pay attention to everything people say to you, you want to pay attention and you're not just listening to respond, you're actually listening. Okay. But because you are listening fully, you will not allow the words that are coming out of their mouth distract you from helping them. What does that mean to you? That somebody's words can distract you from helping them.
I think sometimes they go on rabbit trails, and hearing their heart is really what you're listening to, what they're really looking for, that pain, not all the other stuff or fluff or like the heart of the matter.
The heart of the matter. Okay. They're going to be pointing in every which direction. Okay. Because they don't understand what they're looking for. That's what they need you for. That's why we do a health assessment. Okay. The health assessment is the first coaching call. It's not a sales call. So our job is to help them understand the solution they're looking for, which requires that we understand the solution they're looking for, which requires us to ask questions and to not be distracted by the rabbit holes they take us through. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at what Susan's response was. So look at this. 1, curious about mentoring. Would love to hear more. Would love to know more about your mentor. Okay. And what Susan responded is, I will message you. I will message you. I will message you. Okay. So whenever you connect with somebody in a group and you message them, it's important that you start the conversation with, hey, Susie Q, I saw your post in the la 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 group, the dogs and cats group, right? And that you had asked about la la la. Why do you want to do that? Because later on, 5 years, 6 years down the road, take it from me, you will come back upon that message thread that could possibly fall through your cracks, and you need to find out, where in the world did I connect with this person? So you want to do it for that reason, and you also want to do it for the purpose of that person needs to know where you're coming from, that you're not some kind of spammer. Okay. They asked for the information, you're responding, and you're giving them reference. You're helping them connect the dots. Okay. Now, once you say, I noticed you asked for information, what's next?
Why do you ask?
Great question. That's perfect. Why do you ask is the perfect question. Now, obviously, you can word that in a million different ways, right? But why do you ask is the essence of it. Why are you asking about naturopathic programs? Okay. So, let's see here. How did the conversation evolve here? So Susan asked, I noticed you asked about what my mentor did to replace her income. Have you tried launching a coach's business before, like I did? And she says, I tried, but did not do much so far as launching. And then, ooh, that is not good. Let's see if this one works. Oh, what happened to the image? Let me see if I can find it. So Susan, do you have a little summary of how what she responded? I thought that I didn't realize that it was blurry.
Sorry, just a second. I can look it up.
I'm sorry, you guys. I had hoped to have it all ready to go. I didn't realize it was blurry. I was doing it on my phone. I didn't know it was blurry. What I will say
She
is this.
said,
Oh, go ahead, Susan.
I'm not looking into coaching per se, but I'm looking for in-depth holistic ways to enhance my medical background as opposed to the conventional way of symptom management.
What's next? What comes after that? What are we going to ask them, guys? And Susan, while they're thinking, I'd love for you to pull that other one about the prayer. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
About the what?
The prayer, the one that said she was praying for something.
Okay, yeah.
How are you going to respond to this lady that she's looking for something that's not the conventional healthcare?
What does that look like to you, or what are you looking for in more detail? Like, what does that look like?
And back to Patricia's question, why does that matter to you? Right? Why are you asking? Like, why, what is it about the conventional system that's bothering you? Do you see how we're just rewording it in a million different ways? But it's essentially the same question. Why? Right? Why don't you want to do the conventional system? I'd be very curious to find out as well, what does she currently do? Right? Because something about what she does right now is not connecting. We need to find out. We're trying to figure out what is it that is the solution she's looking for, right? And so by asking these questions, we're going to clarify. Okay. And so we're not going to dive into telling the story about the mentor and how they replaced the nurse practitioner income. We're going to connect the dots and then ask questions, and we're going to let them tell us. We're going to continue that engagement until we find a window to get it to the phone. Okay. So Susan, this is another response from another person. Susan, do you mind reading that one, please?
Yeah, this one said that she needed work on her mindset. And so my question next was, what made you decide to start your own business instead of getting a job in functional medicine or integrative health? And she said, I haven't been out of workforce for 22 years. I homeschool my kids. I love the idea of helping people and working for myself. I am confident I can do it. I just get stuck on moving forward with the first steps that I'm unsure about. After I've done the first step, I'm good to go. I just need that first step. The support and encouragement is something that I need, that I seem to need in capital letters. I am praying for a personal community to come alongside me, but until I find my community, I need a plan to find that support and encouragement from within.
I have goosebumps with her reading that. Does anybody here connect the dots that she's looking for us? She just doesn't know she's looking for us. Right? So where do we go from here? So because we were over time 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you we're going to go from here. What I told Susan, I was like, connect with her. Any point of connection. Because in her original story, she shared how her community and having a mentor really made a huge difference. And now this person is coming full circle and saying, I've been praying for a community, right? So I said, Susan, share your experience with spinning your wheels, feeling maybe lost at the first step, or, finding success, and how the community made a difference. So basically we're using feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt that way too. What I found was having a community made all the difference, from not having a business to doing this now full time for 6 years, right? And so then once you share that, you're just kind of like whetting their appetite and then saying, what was the question that I asked you, Susan? That we were going to wrap it up with a question, which it was?
Asking her to connect over the phone.
There was another question that I asked. There was a question. So we'd share the story and then we would ask a question. So, I would love to connect you with my community. Something along those lines. I would love to connect you with my community. I'm curious to find out, how do you think community would impact your journey? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So basically she's sharing her story, connecting, building rapport, saying, I would love to introduce you to them. This is the offers on the table. But before we go there, I'm curious to find out what it is that you're looking for. So once again, we are listening to what they say. we're connecting with what they say, but we're not allowing what they say to distract us from finding out what the solution is that they're looking for. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand? Is this helpful? Fabulous. Okay, so the take-home message is this. Your job is to help people figure out the solution they're looking for. I've heard coaches say, I've heard like clients say to their friends, and I've heard even coaches say, when you're serious, call me. We missed the boat right there, because our job is to help them get serious. Because until they know what solution they're looking for, they're never going to get serious. So the minute somebody like raises a very timid little hand, that's our opportunity to jump in and say, I can help you find the solution you're looking for. Even if it's just to say, we're going to figure out the solution you're looking for, even if I'm not the solution. Does that make sense? I'm going to help you figure out the solution you're looking for. They won't understand that if you say that in those words to them, but in the back of your mind, that's what you're thinking. Okay. So I hope that's helpful, you guys. So, I will be hosting a couple of events here and there. Stay tuned for us to connect with people, to invite them to the challenge. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the email that I'm going to be sending out tomorrow as well. So with that, you guys, if you want to take yourselves off of mute and wish each other a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Night, guys.
Good night.